It's a new month, and that means it's time for some new goals. Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about monthly goals for the month of March. This month my goals are going to be a little bit different, I think, but maybe not. I filled this out a while ago. These are my power sheets. The Cultivate What Matters power sheets are what I use to plan out my goals every month because I love this product. I love this product so stinking much. So rather than just go into the same old that I talk about every month with why I love it and what we're using, we're just gonna jump right on into some goals. But first, if you are new here, hello, my name is Brianna and I am the diva behind Diva and the Divine. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so glad you decided to click on another video. Whether it is your first time or your millionth time at my channel, I am so very glad you are here. If you're not a member of the community already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that little red subscribe button and join us. We would love to have you. In order to talk about my goals for the month, you kind of have to understand a little bit about what I'm currently going through, which will explain why the month is themed the way that it is. I have been suffering from some, wow, apparently inability to speak, but that's not the point. I have been suffering from some pretty severe seasonal depression that I'm actually going to get into in a different video, or might have already gotten into depending on what order I upload things in. But the point is, the video that explains kind of really what's happening emotionally is coming if it's not here already. But what you guys need to know is that I have been struggling. And I don't mean like with my diet or anything like that. That's actually going pretty well, but just struggling with life in general. And I just, like a couple weeks ago, not even 1 week ago, from the day that I'm filming this video, I just kind of lost it. Like the straw that broke the camel's back showed up, and I just kind of realized exactly how much I was struggling emotionally. And not only did I realize that, but I realized that it was a level of sort of depressive tendencies that I had never reached before in my life. So I had to figure out what the heck I was going to do about it, because I don't like feeling this way. The big indicator for me was the loss of interest in things that I normally love to do, like creating content or going to the gym. Guys, today was the first day I went to Body Pump in 3 weeks. And you guys know I love that class. And I had to force myself to go. And even when I went today, I was like, this feels good. Like my body is thanking me and praising me, and this is good for my body. And I am acknowledging the fact that it is a good and happy thing that I am doing. But I did not feel the normal working out euphoria that I normally felt, the joy that goes alongside with Body Pump for me. I just didn't feel it. And I was like, oh, like that feeling, that realizing that like there's a genuine loss of interest in things is what made me realize that something was actually very, very wrong. I am mostly sure that it is a seasonal thing, and once I can get outside and not be cold and miserable all the time, things are gonna change. So I'm not too worried about it, but it was a little bit alarming for me, which is why being able to admit that I am having these struggles made me also change my goals around. Usually my goals are very much oriented towards getting things done, making progress towards my big picture goals, and like being a doer, being a type A, firstborn perfectionist doer. I want to achieve goal weight, be in the best shape of my life, grow my channel to 100,000 subscribers, do all of these things. And this month, that is not what I'm focusing on at all. So truthfully, what I'm focusing on is the top priority. Up on our tending lists here, it talks about encouraging words and your top priority. Usually my top priority is something like making sure you're creating content, or I don't even know what it is. My top priority this month, for the month of March, is one word, and that word is joy. Why? Because joy needs to be reintroduced into my life. I have to get out of this depression, funk. I don't know what it is, but I need to get out of it. And if it means stepping away from pretty much everything for a little while, I need that to be okay. So that is, I really like sat and reflected on that for a while and was like, what can I do this month to really like hit that reset button, be like, okay, Brianna, it's okay to feel your feelings. And that's what I want to make abundantly clear. I'm usually the person that can therapy somebody else out of a funk, but I can't do it to myself. And I had to sit back and be like, if I was a friend, what would I have the friend do? Or something like that. And I really needed to just take a step back and be like, you know what? I need to be okay with if I don't go to the gym. I need to be okay with if I don't get 3 videos up every week. I think between the winter and literally my hands are frozen right now and there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing, except like go sit with them in a tub of hot water. So like the fact that there's nothing I can do for the things that ail me makes me feel worse. I can't go, the sun is shining, but I can't go outside because I still have to wear too many layers. The fact that I have to wear so many layers is physically taxing on my body, which makes me sad. And like just all these things, like it's a legit seasonal depression. So I'm like, I have to accept that maybe I don't do all the things this month. Maybe instead I focus on survival, getting myself out of this funk, getting myself to feel better, so in April and beyond, I can actually come back and excel in the things that I want to excel in. What a novel idea. So basically, this month is going to be a month of Brianna giving herself grace and giving herself the time and the rest and the rejuvenation that she needs to get her crap together. That's what this is, and joy is the top priority this month. That being said, I do have my monthly, weekly, and daily action items that need to happen, or that I came up with. I think very few of these things actually need to happen, but they are goal. I didn't want to just like ignore an entire month of goals. So I came up with some and I'm going to do them because that's what needs to be done. So let's just jump right in, shall we? My monthly action items are things that I can either make progression towards all month long, or they are singular tasks that need to get done once this month. Starting with complete the Made to Crave study. Now, it won't actually be completed, but I will be regularly doing it every day throughout the month of March. The Made to Crave study is a book club that I am hosting over on Facebook through Diva and the Divine that is focused on the book Made to Crave by Lisa TerKeurst. And there's a group of my followers and I that are using it as an opportunity during Lent, the Christian season of Lent, to be able to dive in deeper to not only our problems with food, but spiritually towards God. So we are focusing on the book Made to Crave. I have a whole video on it actually. If you guys are interested, it'll be in the link down below. Even if I take a break from most other work, I do have to continue that because March is a majority of the Lenten season, so I have to keep going. Next, I have in all capital letters with a special gold sticker, take a break. I need to just stop. I need to take a break. I have a break planned for next week. We're gonna see how it goes. Your girl just needs a break, and I need that to be okay. My YouTube videos are still gonna be here even if I don't upload anything new for a little bit. So I'm going to take that break. I'm going to do my best to work ahead, but that break, which is going to happen for the next week or week and a half, if I get content uploaded, I have to, great, happy day. Work is pre-done and I got ahead of the game. If I don't, that needs to be okay with me. And it is what it is. So I'm taking a break, like full on taking a break. Get a pedicure. I haven't had a pedicure since I lived in Chicago, and I like to get them monthly. I never actually stick to getting them monthly, but I like to get them monthly, and I haven't for like 6 months or so. So that needs to happen. I do have one content related commitment, which is for iTrack Bites because I'm an iTrack Bites ambassador. So that is like the one work item I actually have on my tending sheets for the month. Read 3 books. Because I'm taking a break, I'm actually going to advance myself. And granted, I only read 1 complete book last month. Instead of 2 books, I'm going to focus on 3 because with this break I'm taking, I should, in theory, have more time to read and or listen to audiobooks. And my goal is to read 20 books this year. This next to-do list item I'm quite excited about, and it is to schedule a facial. Because I haven't had a facial in a million years, it feels like, and that is something I really would like to do to treat myself, and I would really actually like to find a regular facialist. I would like to have regular facials with an esthetician that is around here so I can incorporate that into a part of my routine maybe every quarter just to kind of take my skincare maintenance to the next level. And in a month where I'm focusing on relaxation and rejuvenation and joy, that felt like the right month to go get a facial as well. I do have a new weight decade in my list again. I got this close, but I'm not quite there yet. While I am taking a break from a lot of things, my diet is not one of the things I'm taking a break from. I'm actually doing quite well, all things considered, and the scale is going down so slowly but regularly going down, which is great. So in theory, as long as I don't sabotage myself, I will succeed in that this month. And then I have spend time in the sun because basically I needed something else to write down. I still have 2 empty spaces for my monthly action items, but I just wanted to have something. So I wrote spend time in the sun because I will get the joy of being able to check that off of a to-do list, and I will have known that I spent time in the sunshine, which will feel really, really good. Weekly action items. Those are things that I am supposed to do once a week at least, starting with date night, which will surprise none of you because date night is important and it is something that my husband and I are trying to prioritize every single week. Content planning and scheduling. I wrote this down and then decided that I'm actually going to take a week off work, so we're going to see how that goes, but I'm going to do my best. I wrote down do something for myself. I'm not quite sure what that looks like yet. It could be treat myself to something, or maybe take an afternoon and sit and watch a movie I've been wanting to see, or go see a movie I've been wanting to see, or I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. If you had do something for yourself as a weekly action item, what would you do? What would be that thing that you would do for yourself? Let me know in the comments below. Deep cleaning of my home. While I would like to take a break from all of my life commitments, that is not realistic because I am, of course, a homemaker first and foremost, which means the house stuff still needs to happen. So every week I'd like to do a deeper clean, a dusting, a vacuuming, a wiping down of all of the surfaces and all that jazz to keep the house in as best condition as I can get it in. Meal planning and meal prepping because we still have to eat. So I'm going to make sure that we continue the meal planning and meal prepping to the best of our ability, whether I'm on a break or not. Like I said, the food stuff isn't changing. That really isn't one of the things that's stressing me out. So that's fine. And we've actually been doing a really nice job of at least thinking far enough ahead to be able to plan our meals and act accordingly. I did write down 1 blog post and 1 video at least per week. We're gonna see how that goes because now I'm looking at it and I was like, oh dang, some of these things are actually counterintuitive, but that's okay. That's okay. Hopefully that's exactly what I can deliver on, is a blog post and a video at least once a week. And then the last thing I have are daily items. These are things that I can check off every single day. Starting with healthy checks. These are things like making sure I have enough water, making sure I tracked, making sure I got 10,000 steps, things that I consider to be, oh, you did a good job, healthy day, check for you. Those are my healthy checks. And right now, like I said, the focus is on water, the focus is on protein, tracking, and movement. Next up, I have physical connection. And that is just something that, again, I want to make sure that I'm actively and intentionally making a physical engagement with my husband every day. And this doesn't necessarily mean all the way physical intimacy. I'm just talking about he's stressed at work and super busy and not coming home till late. I'm depressed and having a weird emotional issue. So our connection isn't always there. We're kind of ships passing in the night some days, and I want to make sure that we stop and take even if it's just a moment, if we cuddle on the couch for a little while, or make sure we just hug in the kitchen or something. I want to make an intentional physical connection with him every single day because that is important, that is necessary, and I don't want any of these funks that either of us are in or can get in to affect our marriage negatively long term. I wrote down something happy. I have to do something that just does nothing but spark joy every single day, something that makes me happy. Watch a goofy kitty YouTube video or scroll Instagram for a couple of minutes with the sole purpose of searching for dog videos. Or I don't know, again, what would you guys do for your little something happy to do every single day? And I don't mean the same thing every day. I just mean making sure I am, again, intentional about actively seeking out things that make me happy every single day. Under a personal development goal, I wrote down do a puzzle a day, be it an actual jigsaw puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle on an app, a Sudoku, a word search, something to actively engage my brain. Because while I want to be taking a break from the stressful commitments of life, I still want to be doing things and be active, and that includes my body and my mind. So I'm just doing a Sudoku puzzle on my iPad or something, just something to engage my brain in a way that I don't often engage it anymore. And then I actually wrote down, girl, wash your face, parentheses, in the morning. While I was searching for facialists locally, I actually found this super cute girl who has a social media following as well, or at least social media accounts. I didn't actually bother to see how big her social media following is, but she is a facialist that I'm highly considering making an appointment with. And I was watching some of her Instagram content, and she actually did a video about why we should wash our faces in the morning. Now I do splash water on my face or whatever, but she made an excellent case for why you should actually like stop and put soap or micellar water or something to actually get the grime of the night off of your face, even though just 8 hours earlier you put all of that stuff on your face. And so I was like, you know what? I really do need to get better about that. So my goal is just to wash my face with something, not just water, with something every single morning. And because, you know, I'm a Rachel Hollis fan, I had to write down, girl, wash your face. So there we go. Those are my goals for the month of March. Like I said, they're a little bit different than my normal goals, but it is something that I truly need to do for me. While I usually have a lot of pride and enjoyment when it comes to creating content for you, I have to remember that I'm sharing my life with you. And right now, this is my life. I need to take a step back. I need to take a break. I need to recover from whatever it is that this is plaguing me. I don't even know. But I need to do what is right for me. And if it means slightly less content for you or slightly less exciting content for you in terms of like, it's me finding joy this month instead of regularly filming what I ate videos, then that has to be okay with me. And hopefully it's okay with you too. But that's just what I have to do right now. So I appreciate you for sticking with me through this very bizarre season in my life. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And like I said, if you haven't already joined the community, you know where that red button is. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch. Take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!